Before we start, just want to let you know that you can click on the CC button for subtitles. And please enjoy the show. Welcome to One Click Stories, my friend, and you're watching Fun Tasks. This is the second part of a two-part video about Wolf Won't Bite. Say, have you watched the video of the story yet? If not, click on the clip in the middle. If you're watching on a phone or a tablet, you can find the link in the description below. Okay, back to the topic. So in this video, you can find a number of activities related to the book Wolf Won't Bite, including making a small book and writing a prequel to the story. If you want to find out more, then stay tuned. Though I have animated this storybook into a video, I strongly suggest teachers and parents to get this book for themselves. An actual book always comes in handy and you can access it anytime without a computer or internet access. So before we start reading the book or playing the video, we can do a little lead-in first to make the kids feel interested. There are many ways to do it, of course, and I'm going to share a few. One way is to ask them about the classic story, Three Little Pigs. I'm sure most of the kids have heard of it. Ask them what they can recall from the stories, from words to characters. You can even ask the more capable kids to retell the story briefly. After that, the kids should have a certain image of the story in their head. Then, we can show them one of the pages of the book and ask questions like, is this the story you know? What is the difference? Are the pigs scared? How do they feel? If your child or students are younger or less capable in English, you can go down an easier path and show them the cover of the book. Invite them to point at or try to read the title. Ask them to locate the author as well. Then, you can go through the pages without reading or show the video, without the captions or audio. Let them guess the content of the book and predict what they can see in the story. Alright, now that we got the kids all excited about the story, we can show it to them and move on to the while reading section. While we are reading the story or watching the video, pause from time to time to ask your listeners about the pages we are on. Questions like, what can you see in the picture? How does character feel? And what do you think will happen next? Can help the little ones to think and engage during the story. This time, the story is relatively short and it is always a good practice to go through the story more than once. You can invite them to read in groups or as individuals as a little speaking practice. After all the reading, the little ones should be familiar with the book. Hence, we can move on to the exciting after-reading activities. Whoa, you have made it through halfway! I must give you a round of applause. You guys are awesome. Oh, where was I? Right. The after-reading activities. At this point, we want to push the little ones to another level. The first activity I want to introduce is this. The Can book. Before I go into details, here's the tutorial video of how to make the small book. Be sure to check it out. The can structure is used throughout the book, and this activity provides a good opportunity to practice it. There are different ways of making it to suit children of different levels. There is the easiest I can model, the advanced level of using other nouns or pronouns as subject. If you want to give your kids a challenge, you can ask them to try and extend the sentences or even use the negative form can't. If you have the time, invite the kids to share their work and read it out loud. This let the little ones practice their English speaking too. So that is task 1. And at this point you might think, my older kids are way past task 1, then what can I do? Well, don't you worry, my friend. With an eagerness to explore, I have a task 2 ready for this situation. This task is writing a prequel for the story. Ask them, how could 3 little pigs catch a big wolf? What tools did they use? Why did they want to catch the wolf? These are just a few guiding questions that you can provide for them to help them think. You could also introduce a mind map to help them brainstorm their ideas. Question words like what, where, when, who, why and how always work like a charm when it comes to writing. If you think it might be a little demanding for one single kid to finish the task, make it a group task. This way they can help one another and foster their learning. The last activity I suggest is Reader's Theatre. For those who haven't heard of Reader's Theatre before, it's a speaking exercise in which the actors act out the stories by reading the words aloud with feelings. Teachers and parents can provide some props and assign some actions to different actors to brighten up the activities. Personally, I love Reader's Theatre a lot because not only is a lot of fun for the children, but also enhances their intonation and pronunciation skills. The first and most important element is the script, which I have prepared for you ready for download in the description. Next is to assign different parts to the kids and ask them to practice reading the lines, and then let them perform. Of course, there are a lot more to consider, but I don't want to drag too long here. Maybe in the future I will make a video talking about all the details about Reader's Theatre. We shall see. So there you have it, all the activity suggestions I have prepared for you for now. Let's do a quick recap, shall we? Before reading, ask the children to look at the cover and predict. While reading, ask them comprehension questions. Invite them to read to you if you have time. After reading, extend their learning from reading to other fields like writing and speaking. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe if you like my video, and I deeply appreciate that. Before we go, I have a question for you, my dear viewers. I have 2 stories in my mind for the next episode. You Are Hero, Daily Bee, or Rainbow Fish. Which one do you want to see made into a video? Click on the book cover to vote. You can also cast your votes in the description links, or if you have a third book that you really want to see made into a video, you can leave a comment, you can message me, or you can send me an email. Any way will do. Today's chapters ends here. New adventures await.